You hear that, dude? I think I hear pistons scraping. I think we might have kind of got scammed here. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goon Squad garage, where today we're gonna finally start ripping into our brand new build, the 1967 Chevrolet Camaro SS. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we finally got this sucker off the trailer after straightening out some of the suspension components. Then we showed you guys what was going on underneath this bonnet area right here, which we found something pretty wild. A built LS3. I think it's built. Do you think that sucker's built, dude?
It's all gonna come down to when this thing turns over and starts running. Dude, I just want a cam in there. That's all I'm asking, dude.
It might have that, so it's gonna come down to getting that stuff started. But you know what? This thing is actually missing a bunch of components. Although it's got a bunch of shiny parts in there, dude, I don't think it's gonna run until we purchase a few things like
yeah, definitely.
It's even missing the fluids, dude. The oil, the coolant, the power steering, dude.
I believe all the fluids are missing on this thing, but you know what? This LS platform right here is very common and parts are everywhere. I believe you can get a block from the dang O'Reilly's from it, dude.
Dude, that'd be crazy, but yeah, this is a well-known platform, so we're not afraid to tackle it. And on top of that, a lot of you guys know about this platform as well, so there's already been a bunch of help, so we appreciate that already. And of course, we ended up lifting this sucker way up on the lift, and we showed you guys what was going on underneath it. A bunch of built stuff under there, the front suspension, the drive shaft, the rear axle. But you know what? That stuff is probably blown out, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. We're probably gonna need all new suspension components on this thing. Maybe an axle, who knows? It's just gonna, you know, it's just gonna be a fun project, dude. Honestly, just like figuring everything out, starting to put fluids back, it's just gonna be epic,
This
dude.
is a great opportunity to learn about this stuff right here.
Yes, sir.
But you know what? All these parts right here are actually available like on eBay, so we're not even worried about that. And also, the 1967 has been around for such a long time. You can find this stuff all day long.
Dude, just a couple seconds of research on eBay, dude. I found like all these broken parts right here, dude.
For cheap too,
yes,
right?
sir.
Dude, that is so awesome right there. But right now, what we're gonna do is focus on this damaged side right here. We're gonna pop off this fender, pop off that door. That way we can inspect and make sure there's no hidden damages behind it. That way we can start ordering this stuff. I think first thing we're gonna try to do is probably see if any local parts stores have this. If they don't, then we're gonna hit up the online store. So I say we go ahead and bring in some tools, start hitting this thing with some Ugga Duggas and see what's going on. Missing now, man.
Oh my goodness, dude, that fender right here was pretty dang difficult to pop because of all the bolts that were on it, dude.
All the bolts and how heavy and big this thing is. I mean, this thing is made out of some straight up steel right there. That is just crazy. We had to get like, I don't know, probably like 30 bolts just to pop this one fender off.
And you had to bend your arm in like certain different ways just to get to some of the bolts,
pop
dude.
The headlight off, and there was like 20 bolts behind just the headlight.
That's crazy. So this right here is basically the inner fender right here, and then that's your fender right there, all one piece.
Yeah.
And look at what it exposed, dude.
Basically exposed the whole car, dude. I can only imagine if you pop that fender off in the front end, dude. That's probably how they put this motor in. It'd be super easy to work on,
dude. That makes sense. That would make it an absolute breeze to do motor swaps if you just remove that front end.
Slap it in there, dude.
That is crazy. But what we ended up removing was like this bezel right here to get some stuff. And look at these bolts, dude. Most of them are like super sharp, like missiles. This is just them speed bolts. You don't even have to aim.
You don't even have to like perfectly put the bolt and like put it on your hand. You just put it in the gun and that's it, dude.
This is called the Ugga Dugga bolts right here. You don't even have to thread them.
Speed bolts, dude.
faults. But
Easy, dude.
any damages here, dude?
Dude, I mean, just right off the bat, we were just checking out the frame rail just to make sure there was no kinks and stuff. But dude, as you can tell, that upper control arm took the biggest hit. We see that's where we straighten it out and stuff like that. But it looks in really good condition. But the biggest damage is right here, dude. Check this sucker out, man. This thing just got pushed right here. And I mean, honestly, it looks like it's spot welded right here, just this little piece right here. So if we can find this little piece, we'll just undrill it and slap a new one, or we'll pull this out. It's all still be pretty simple to do.
Yeah, it gets covered up anyway. So that's part of the tub there, which that's probably going to be our biggest repair right there, hopefully so far.
Yeah, but probably this whole entire side right here will be our biggest repair.
But also look at this, man, a nice red piece right there that looks like some
multi-spark discharge. This probably runs the spark plugs right here. This is crazy thing right here. Almost looks like it's in good condition, just brackets got damaged. We'll probably end up just running that one, dude.
Yeah, definitely. But if we do end up actually removing this whole entire front end, like this piece right here in that fender, dude, it would look super crazy. That's only if we decide to like clean the engine bay up a little bit more. If we decide
to pull the engine out, we'll probably do that or something
dude.
like that.
Or I would like to make this engine bay like super mint condition, dude.
I don't like this stuff right here, man. I'll probably pull all this off, and I know they sell like some black stuff that you can put on there, some nice ones. That way it just matches this whole engine bay, dude.
Dude, but other than that, dude, everything else is super clean in here, dude. Maybe we'll end up like cleaning the frame rails up if we decide to do that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
If we decide, I mean, heck, if it comes down to it, we'll pop that whole front end off, no problem. But most importantly, we need to focus on this part right here. And also, I did notice, look at this sucker right here, man. What? We got some shims going on,
dude,
man.
I actually noticed those super thick shims throughout the whole entire car, dude.
Dude, they're everywhere. I mean, look at this, dude. There's a couple shims there. There's shims on that side, on all the fenders.
And the brake pads.
And the brake pads, the rear pads. So, I mean, they basically just shim all the, like, body panels up. I'm sure they did that from the factory to line everything up. I mean, this car is from the 60s, so that's just how they did it back in the day.
67 is actually the first year of the Camaro, which makes this car even more special.
Hey, it's
just wanted to put that out there.
But these shims are a little bit new, so somebody probably used some new shims. Hey, this is probably what people walk around in at car shows. They just jiggle them around. I
can straighten your car up.
I can straighten that fender up. We got 2 shims, $2.
Dude, that is so cool right there. I'm guessing that's just how the old classics are because they do go out of whack, so you got to adjust them.
Yeah,
dude.
so we'll probably end up buying some more of these shims just to adjust them and stuff like that once this car is going back together. But for right now, we need to focus on tearing it apart. So
yes, sir, dude.
We'll probably move onto this door, pop this sucker off, see how bad it is behind here, and see what else we can get off.
Alrighty guys, so we are just tearing clean into the side of this thing. We already removed so much. First things first, when we popped this door off right here, which was super heavy, probably had like a bucket of Bondo on it alone. Look what we found under the seat that we removed, an LED ring right there, which that's probably the coolest feature of the whole entire car
dude,
right there.
That thing is gonna stay there. That's what I know, dude.
100% right there. Also, we removed the rear seats right here because we wanted to kind of inspect this quarter panel area right here from the inside to the outside. And we even went ahead and brought in the portable frame machine right here, whatever you call it, the hydraulic jack. And look at this quarter panel, dude. We popped it out like a lot, dude.
Dude, we popped out as much as we possibly could, but the most important thing is to get this one line straight right here. And dude, look at that, man. That thing is basically right there on point, dude.
It's basically ready for the brand new quarter panel. Cut this one off, drill it out, pop it off, and just weld in the new one right there.
Dude, I thought we were gonna probably pop on a bucket of Bondo on there, dude.
Let's do 2 buckets of Bondo, or this probably already has 2 buckets. Look how thick that is right there. Oh my goodness, and it's rusting underneath, almost rusted through right there.
I think it did rust through, so that's just crazy, man.
That is super wild, but luckily we're replacing this whole entire side right here, which we actually found the whole entire quarter panel. We found all the parts actually on eBay.
On eBay for a little bit over $2,500. We found everything: a new door, a quarter panel, new cowl structure, new dish structure. I mean everything, dude.
Found it, and that stuff is actually going to come in within 2 weeks maximum right there, which surprisingly we couldn't find it on some websites, but eBay apparently had it all. So
eBay is the way to go, dude. And also on eBay we went ahead and purchased a brand new suspension like components for the front that way, and they're like stage 3, I believe.
Stage 3 built for LS3 motors, which we got right here, right? We got an LS3 right here.
Yeah, we got an LS3, so we purchased some LS3 engine upgrades, cam LS3 heads, pistons, and everything, dude.
Bottom end, block, dude, all that good stuff. But on a serious note, actually, I think we might have kind of got scammed here a little bit. I don't know technically, but you know what? I don't think this is an LS3 because as we're working right now, we're watching the previous video and reading a lot of the comments, and it's all adding up right now. I think somebody actually swapped out their LS3 motor for some sort of makeshift LS3. I don't even know if this is an LS3.
I think this is like a truck LS motor right here because we did a magnet test on it.
The proof is in the pudding, man.
It's right there. We got a magnet on it, and that sucker is iron block, dude.
That's an iron block right there, which really sucks. But you can tell like all these wires right here are unplugged. The fuel rail is unplugged. A lot of these grounds are missing, and all this stuff. Look,
I mean, just putting two and two together, man. This thing, I mean, missing bolts on the engine, missing all the fluids
underneath it as well.
Yeah, so apparently, I guess the previous owner, whenever they totaled this thing, they just took out their probably $20,000-$30,000 LS3 and just threw in like a $2,000 LS in here, dude, from like a truck or something.
Hey,
dude.
but I don't blame him, to be honest with you, because he probably insured this car as just a 1967 original Camaro that was probably insured for like maybe like 20 grand or so, and the engine alone that he had probably was worth like 20 grand.
Dude, the engine alone, was probably worth just as much as the insurance like gave him money for. So I mean, I don't blame him. I would have probably did the same thing, took the expensive motor.
We're allowed to do that though.
Yeah, who knows, man? We don't know. I mean, it's a fair game. That's the whole auction game, you know what I mean? You win some, you lose some, but you know what?
Yeah, we risked it pretty big right here, but still, this doesn't set us back too much, maybe like $8,000, and I think that's still within our budget because we got this thing for a fair deal, dude.
For a 67 Camaro, we paid a pretty good price, and there's still a bunch of good stuff on here. It's not like we just like are gonna scrap everything because we bought all the parts for under $2,000 or over a little bit over $2,000. And also, I mean, look, he left us all these brackets, everything, the AC system, radiators, everything. I mean, we still even got this little puppy right here, which that thing is worth a couple $100 bucks,
all I know is
dude.
the previous owner made it look legit and all that good stuff, and he kind of fooled us.
You know what definitely. I mean, from here on the auction pictures, looks like a LS3. This is probably the only thing that's from the LS3 is right there,
definitely
dude.
Right there. But you know what? This actually opens the door up to something even more epic. So we're not even too worried about it because this could be something even more epic than an LS3. We could swap something more powerful in this thing,
that's exactly what I was thinking. So honestly, we lost a little bit, but we're gonna gain a lot more knowledge about these LS3s, and we're probably gonna make this car a lot better than what it's gonna be, dude.
Definitely. And on top of that, it's gonna be a lot cleaner because we're gonna start fresh.
Hey, now we can pop this whole entire front end off, dude.
Definitely. That's gonna be the very next thing that we're gonna do. We're probably gonna do that tomorrow in the morning, but it's gonna allow us to start fresh because we're gonna have a brand new engine, a brand new transmission, wiring harness, and we're really gonna know what's inside the motor that we place in this. Like right now, dude,
we don't know what's going on.
Who knows, man?
Then we can redo all the wiring and stuff like that. Just redo everything, the whole engine bay, take all that stuff off, repaint it, and do everything, dude.
Definitely, yeah. Once the engine is out, dude, we can make this whole entire engine bay super clean, paint these frame rails up like that, dude. This is gonna be more epic than we originally planned, so we're not even too worried about it, but that is kind of unfortunate that it happened like that. But hey, that's what the auction is all about. Even if it's an insurance selling it, you still got to be real careful. It would have been nice to go out there and look at the car, but I think we just didn't have that opportunity.
Yeah, it was like 5 hours away, and you know what? We just wanted to risk it for the biscuit, and you know what? We got the biscuit.
We got the buttery biscuit, man, buttered up. But anyways, I think that's going to be all for today. I think we're just going to continue working probably tomorrow in the morning.
guys, so it is actually the next day here, and as you can tell, we basically just tore apart the rest of this front end and just slapped it on this trailer right here. I mean, just look at that, man. We got the radiator support with the coolers off, this like front grill area, and also a fiberglass front bumper that's like super tiny. I don't know if that's original or not. That thing is definitely not gonna save you in a little fender bender.
Dude, look at that. Even the whole entire bracket right here is fiberglass, but that is weird. But you know what? The rest of the car is steel, so it's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's a tough car, dude. And the other fender is off. That's still good, so we're gonna have to reuse all that stuff. But dude, look at this. Just expose this whole entire engine bay area. Now you can just walk up to this thing, pick it up, and just toss it, dude.
Toss it in the trash can. That's exactly kind of what we plan on doing. But the main reason why we're tearing this apart is because this engine is gonna come out regardless, because that iron block, I don't think it's gonna work for us,
I mean, we don't know nothing about this, like we mentioned it before, so I think it's gonna be best for us to start fresh, start with like possibly a turnkey setup. That way we can throw it in here, use a wiring harness, the pedal, everything, and just crank this thing up and go, dude.
Dude, and I think we got our eye on something pretty epic that's gonna work for this right here. But that iron block is actually, I heard, like probably out of a truck, and they're pretty tough,
Yeah,
dude.
they're pretty tough. I believe they can handle some boost just under a stock block. But you know what? I don't know, maybe out of a Tahoe, out of a pickup truck or something like that. It's the exact thing as a LS. It's just an iron version,
Yeah,
dude.
we're just gonna go probably a better engine overall, a way better setup,
That way we don't have to spend too much time like getting this engine sent out and built and stuff like that. You know, we don't want to spend too much time on that because we want to get this thing ripping as soon as possible, dude.
No doubt right there. That's exactly the plan right there. But there is still some good stuff on this engine, like this brand new looking alternator. What is that, the compressor
Yeah,
there?
the AC compressor. I mean, this stuff has like brackets and stuff. All this stuff is still valuable stuff that we're still going to use on the new setup. And also this intake manifold, all this stuff is still in really good shape, still decent.
Usable.
You know what I mean? Still usable. Yes, sir.
But
dude.
other than that, dude, we're doing a little bit of more investigating while we're at it as well, and we noticed like where the switcheroo happened. Like you could tell that it just happened right there, dude.
It happened like in a couple minutes, dude. I believe they just probably just like slapped this thing in here and just wherever the engine landed, they left it because I mean it's
sitting on the
literally
subframe,
sitting on the frame right there, and also all these bolts just got pushed in with your fingers, and that's it, dude.
That is wild right there. But anyways, I say we just continue moving right along, remove a few more components, and I guess keep on getting it ready to get popped out,
Yes,
dude.
sir.
You hear that, dude? I think I hear pistons scraping. Or is that compression, dude?
I don't know, man. I hear some water gurgling up in there, dude.
Let me try to go the other way now. Make sure the sucker
Might
is not
start up, dude.
Dude, we might start it. Oh, look at that. Dude, it's spinning.
Dude. Oh, it's locked up, ain't it?
Dude, I don't know. Either it's locked up or it's probably in gear. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know which way you're supposed to rotate it. Is it clockwise or counterclockwise?
I think it'll run both ways, dude.
But the drive shaft is also unhooked, so I don't know, dude. That is weird right there. But you know what? Look at what we found. 5.3, 4.8. That's definitely a truck engine right
there.
there.
You have it, folks, man.
Dude, I don't know what we're going to do with that. It looks actually pretty new right there, unless they spray painted it right
Pretty
there,
decent engine. As long as it spins, dude, you know it's good, man.
Yeah, but you know what? I think aluminum block is going to be the best way to go. I think those are what's more well known in the LS game right there. This right here can hold some high horsepower, but maybe we'll go like a LT4 engine with a supercharger.
What if we just pulled out the engine out of our new Camaro and threw it into old Camaro, man?
It's just sitting out back right there, but you know what? This right here is actually probably worth around like what, $65,000 with that engine, with the LT4 engine.
Dude,
it'll probably be worth like $75,000.
If this thing is built right, dude, it can bring in some money. But this is probably going to be one of those that we just stick around for a while,
Definitely,
dude.
yeah. This is going to be one of those. Yeah, since the amount of work that we're about to put into this thing, dude, I think we should hold on to this thing. But also, we might be better off actually just buying a crate engine like you were mentioning earlier, a turnkey LT4. I think you could probably get one for roughly around maybe 10 grand or so.
10 to 17 grand, depending on how much miles it has. But honestly, a turnkey would be the best way to go because you'll have all your, literally, it's turnkey.
Yeah,
you can start it.
dude.
So if you throw it in here, you can start it right up, dude.
Yes.
All you need is like a custom drive shaft, and that's it, dude.
That'll be no problem at all, dude. You could easily get custom drive shafts made all day. But you know what? We took apart like some of this stuff up front. What was this called? The compressor right there. And
the compressor, the water pump, and this little bracket right here where a power steering and alternator goes on.
Look what's sitting on the back of it right there, Holly. So that's definitely one of the cooler parts. We're probably gonna use that on the new engine. If we go with another LS3 or LT4, I don't know which way to go, honestly, dude. There's multiple ways
dude, multiple ways, multiple choices, but I think we're still gonna probably use that unless you can reuse one like on a car if it comes with it or something like that.
I know there's a lot of experts out there, so you guys are definitely gonna have to let us know which is gonna be the best way to go for this thing. It really probably depends on what we're gonna use it for, either track, driving around,
or just like a super nice daily that you can just do whatever with, dude.
I think this sucker was set up for the drag strip right here, so we might go for just like a daily driver edition, but you know what? This is gonna be a super clean one. Also, we noticed a few other things while we were at it. It looks like you probably had some sort of upgraded, what do you call this?
Steering rack or rack and pinion or something? Yeah. I don't know what the steering box right there, it was actually pretty loose right there. So I wonder if that's the original one. Looks like it because it's like all dirty and stuff. So I don't know. They had a loose steering bolt on there, dude.
This whole entire engine is loose right here, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if we could just chain it up and just pick it up and yank it clean out of here,
I think we'll definitely be able to do that, dude.
I think we're actually going to probably do that. Maybe in the next video, we'll take this engine out and maybe start digging into it, see if there's anything crazy in it, if it's worth it. Do you think we should do that right there?
I don't know, dude. I mean, definitely want to pull this engine out, you know, take the headers off it and stuff like that and just prep this whole entire car for the rebuilding process, dude.
Definitely. So that's going to be probably going to be in the next video, or we could just go ahead and hop back onto the Teslas over there, which we got almost everything in. So we could even go ahead and throw on the whole entire front end onto the 2020, or we can go ripping in the 2016 model. You guys let us know, dude.
We got so much stuff. We even got a few things up our sleeves, dude.
What do I got up my sleeve? A dang
tan line, dude.
Tan line right there, dude. I actually got to fix that. So I think the next video might be a little bit something special. We're going to throw another curveball at you guys if you don't mind. So
dude, maybe, dude.
You guys got to stay tuned. Make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also definitely give us a follow on Instagram where you can get an inside scoop there before YouTube. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.